guys, welcome back to my channel. Jen Heward, aka HunnyBuns Fit. We are on now the third video of our weight gain for beginners series. It's going to be going into the supplements. What supplements do you take? Why? How? We're going to go into that right now. So one thing to always remember when you are doing any kind of fitness program, you need to have your diet and your training in check and on point before you just start throwing tons of supplements in there. I talk about this all the time. Most people will just grab supplements and throw them into their regimen without the proper education and understanding of what the supplement is, how it's used, and then people get upset that they're not seeing the progress that they want to see, and they're like, I spent all this money on supplements, and then they have this like bad view towards supplements. Supplements are supplements, guys. Something you add in to something you're already doing, and all those other things have to be on point and in check before you even start going that route. So that's why I emphasize on the diet and the training first before you start doing supplements. It's really, really important to understand the supplement that you're going to be using and why. You know, exactly what is it used for and how you're going to use it. When it comes to using supplements, timing is very crucial in your program. So you just don't want to be throwing in supplements and just taking them whenever, however you all know that supplements can be very, very expensive, and in some cases I think having supplements are awesome, but you do not have to have them. I believe you can achieve a lot of your results from just diet and exercise if those are on point. Remember the key word, if those are on point in check, you're 100% committed and consistent to that, you're going to actually get a lot of results from that. Add in your supplements, it's just going to kind of boost it even more. Supplements are really great too for that really hard training athlete or somebody who's been doing it for a long time. Again, you don't want to be on supplements year round, every day of the year. You actually want to cycle through your supplements too. Give your body a break depending on what the supplement is. If it's something that's just natural forming that maybe your body naturally produces, you know, being on it, like, you know, BCAAs or something like that, you know, being consistent more with that every day is okay. But there's certain ones that have stimulants or various different ingredients in there that it's good to take a break from sometimes. So everything I'm going to be discussing with you, you know, from the first video to this video is directed towards natural athletes and coming from a natural athlete. So the next series of supplements I'm going to talk about are not, it's not going to be a lot of supplements. The most basic and the most pretty universal that most people will know what they are. I have only found from my own success by using them and from my own education and my understanding of these supplements. The next handful of supplements I am going to be sharing with you, I feel are going to be the best and help those with their muscle growth. So pay attention. We all know what creatine is. I mean, most of us is familiar of what creatine is. A lot of us have a fear of creatine because there's certain different types of creatine that are out there on the market, and the combination of ingredients that are in that product that can cause bloat and can cause water retention. So a lot of times people will look puffier. Creatine, which is the most purest form of creatine, and it's the one that's not going to retain as much water. So you're going to get a little bit less than that. I personally have used products with creatine in it, and I've been fine with it. Creatine is natural forming within our muscle cells. Hi. So what does creatine do? How does it help you with muscle growth? And it can go from male or female. Creatine helps with the production of lean muscle mass. It also helps with faster recovery of muscle fibers, especially after a really hard training session. If you're going big, you're going hard. It also increases your glycogen storage. So I talk about all the time, the glucose gets converted to glycogen, which comes from your carbs. So having creatine in your diet is going to help you better store the carbs that you're intaking into your muscle fibers, and so your body will pull from that when it needs energy, and it's going to preserve more muscle. You can kind of see how that works together, and it just optimizes everything basically. Your body already has a creatine, but you know, just it keeps it at normal levels. So when you're adding it in, it just increases that. So you're just going to get more benefits from what creatine does for your body. The lean muscle mass, increased performance, increased recovery. So all of those things increase. If somebody stops taking it, your creatine levels will return back to normal. It's good to cycle on and off of your creatine. 2 months on, 2 months off. each creatine product is going to have a recommendation for how much you should be taking, and usually you want to go by what the bottle is, because if you're getting pure creatine, you know, but between 5 and 10 grams is good, and you can even split that up and do it before and after your workout. And otherwise, there's going to be some products that might have something else in them, and then that'll say, you know, a different serving size. So you want to go by what's directed on the bottle, and usually having it right around your workouts is when you want to take it. BetaAlanine. A lot of you are familiar with that, and a lot of you aren't familiar with that. It's actually, a BetaAlanine is a natural occurring non-essential amino acid. BetaAlanine is found in various food products, such as, you know, high protein food products such as your poultry and fishes and chicken, you know, stuff like that. When we are training, especially high intensity, our bodies will start producing large amounts of hydrogen and lowers our pH, which makes us very acidic. Lactic acid buildup, basically. So when you work out, you get tear down of the muscle, and immediately your body is going to start sending lactic acid to those areas and fill in where those tears are, just to protect its body, help, you know, it starts trying to do the repair and recovery process. And that's what I mean by you become very acidic. So this starts causing, you know, fatigues, our performance in training, going really hard, and then all of a sudden we feel like we can't push the weight anymore, especially near the end of the workout. And then you just end up getting muscle failure. Beta-alanine, it helps increase carnosine, mostly in your brain and your muscle tissues. So keeping those, and so you can see that these are all already found in your body, so it's just trying to keep levels normal and balanced. So that's why supplementing in beta-alanine, it helps to keep the levels of your carnosine increased and keep them up so that you don't. Nice thing is you know, decrease the muscle fatigue, keeps you going longer, you know? We want to be able to like keep going and not give up too easy, especially for those that are starting out in the beginning. So basically, to sum it all up, it helps elevate performance, it helps elevate endurance, delays the fatigue, the muscle fatigue, and it works really, really well with creatine. A lot of times creatine and will be combined with beta-alanine, or beta-alanine is actually found in a lot of other products, especially pre-workouts, or sometimes you can just get it just beta-alanine. Go by what's on the bottle of the serving size and go directly by that. You don't want to just be like taking it, oh, I'm just going to take a whole bunch all the time, anytime I want. So go by what's on the bottle that you have purchased. Some people don't like, and some people do like. Beta-alanine gives you that like that tingly feeling in your skin. You kind of feel itchy a little bit. Some people really like that tingly feeling. I personally don't. It doesn't have to be specifically before and after a workout. Just kind of breaking it up through your day is the best time. We're very familiar with whey protein, and I kind of discussed in the very first video with the diet plan a little bit about whey protein, and I really stress not replacing meals with whey protein unless it's a weight gainer, something that has like high calories, you know, protein, I mean, all of that is just is twice double the amount. Doing it in between your meals and doing it right after a workout, it just helps increase your protein synthesis. So the proteins that you take in your body, it just helps to better utilize those and put the aminos and protein where it needs to go in your body. It's quick, you know, easily digested, helps improve muscle repair and recovery. And the amount of amino acids that are usually in a whey protein are awesome. So the best time, I mean, whey protein, straightforward, it's been around forever. The best time to take whey protein is either doing those high protein shakes in between your meals, or doing it right after your workout. Don't replace meals, don't do it before a workout, and don't do it as your first meal of the day. It's gonna leave you hungry. You wanna still be getting your whole foods in. Pretty straightforward, everybody knows what it is BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. It's the most common supplement out there, and it's the one that you can actually take multiple times a day, multiple scoops a day, and be fine with it. Is the amino acid leucine, isoleucine, and valine, which is the most common amino acids that are found from various high protein meat products. One little scoop will end up amounting to like 3 different plates of protein, something like that. But that's kind of the best way to like explain with the BCAAs. So I personally will take it in before, during, and after my workout. Sometimes if I'm still really sore, I will take another one before bed. So it's something you can take multiple scoops a day and be fine with. It's really important to have it around your workouts too. BCAAs not only help with quick recovery and repair, they help with muscle endurance, and sometimes there's that BCAA complex, they'll have other like ingredients in there. It could be like L-carnitine or beta-alanine. I don't know, sometimes the certain products will add more things to the BCAAs. So it's just, again, whatever product you're going for, just reading on the label and what's in there, and then going by what it says, how to take it. And some of them even have like pre-workout ingredients in there and stuff like that. So it just depends on preference and what you go for. But BCAAs is probably one of those staple products that I absolutely love, and it's always in my regimen. Glutamine, I've talked about this multiple times, but glutamine is another pretty straightforward, awesome supplement. So glutamine is actually something else that our body naturally produces. It's actually found in our body. But again, we only produce a certain amount. So we always have, you know, a certain amount, if everything's working properly, that keep at an even level, at a normal level. So supplementing it in, especially with the increased intensity of your training and any of that, just helps to, you know, protect your muscle, just helps everything to keep working properly. Whenever you start training intense, a lot of these levels will start to, like, you know, fluctuate. Some of them will get depleted and some of them will, you know, start to decrease. So that's why sometimes, especially as an intense athlete, why supplementation is recommended is to help to keep everything balanced. If you're somebody who just kind of does a little bit of this day, that day, I mean, supplementation's not as important. But those people who are going really hard, really fine-tuning and really, you know, committing to a very serious program, I think supplementation is great. Glutamine just helps to slow down muscle breakdown. Glutamine in there, it just helps to preserve your muscle mass, and the more muscle you have, the more fat you're gonna burn. One awesome thing I really like about glutamine is also helps improve your immune system, so it kind of helps you to fight off like nasty little sickies, and especially when you put yourself through intense training, it lowers your immune system because your body's trying to compensate to repair and recover. Having that in just kind of helps improve that immune system. It's gonna help you keep you like stronger and healthier. Depending on the ball, there are some pure glutamine products, and then there's glutamines that have a complex. They have some other things in there. So just depending on, you know, what you want. Some people like the complex, some people just want straight concentrated of whatever that product is. So you just, again, go by what's directed on the bottle. Glutamine, I personally have found, like, you know, post-workout or first thing when you wake up, post-workout, before bed is a good time, and kind of break it up throughout the day. You know, constantly having that supplementation going in your system. Those of you who are doing weight loss or weight gain, it's hard on your body. So it's good to keep everything balanced and keep everything healthy. Product that I'm going to talk about that is I have found a lot of success with that I really love is Stance. You guys have seen I've posted about it a few times, I've talked about it quite a few times, and it's Stance ATP. So the nice about this is it has ATP and it also has Creatine in it. Now our body naturally produces ATP, and we know it as your body's cellular energy molecule. Butchering these words. So basically, think of it this way, you know, our body naturally produces it, but only so much, and then it gets depleted, especially after a training session. Now, those who are going hard and going big, especially with resistance training, ATP gets completely depleted. ATP helps you to give you that push and that through a workout. Now, when that's completely depleted, you're not gonna have, I mean, combination of everything, it's gonna be really hard for you to finish those reps. So ATP, adding it into your regimen is just, it keeps it from being completely depleted, so it helps you to build better endurance and performance through your workout. And also has the creatine in it. I talked about the creatine, so you get the combination of both. So you're working on your performance, you're working on your strength, and you'll be able to last a little bit longer through your workouts. At the same time, you're going to be increasing lean muscle mass. So I personally have used ATP, and I used it for a good, I want to say 6-8 weeks, and I saw some great results from that, especially when I was consistent and my diet, my training was on point, and I was consistent with it. These are only the products that I would really recommend because what's nice about majority of these products, I mean everyone, is most of these ingredients are found, either your body naturally produces it or it's found in a food. Adding them in just helps increase everything and you get more benefit. It helps keep levels balanced. It helps you get you through your workouts, help you with recovery, and helps you to get the results that you want. But this is about it. It's very straightforward. Again, it's just being educated in your supplements, why you're taking them, when you're taking them, how you're taking them, not just grabbing a bunch of stuff and throwing them in. You know, and I say, even though I've done this video, you guys, when you go to get your product, understand it. Don't just go buy it just because I gave you some information and I explained it to you, but still know your product. When you buy it, understand it, know how it works, and then go from there. I want you to still learn your product, educate yourself, especially when it comes to supplements. As a natural athlete, I think adding these supplements into your program, if you have your diet and training on point, and I think you guys will see some really great results. Again, remember, it's just being patient, trusting the process, and you are going to have some fat gain with muscle gain. It's inevitable, it's normal, especially as a natural athlete. It's gonna happen. But if you have all of those in check, you can keep the body fat increase like minimal. You can keep it minimal and it won't get out of control and crazy, and then you're I know people that went all crazy, did a lot of that, all the pizza and pastries and candy as a majority of their diet, and then went and like lift heavy weight, and they look like they put on size, but when they went to diet down, body fat came down, they realized they didn't make any muscle gains. It was all fat. So that's why diet, training, I mean, everything is still just as crucial as if you're going into a weight loss journey. The majority of us always want to be lean, we want to be defined, we want to look good, but some of us do want to make improvements in areas, and so you have to like put that in your mind and be like, you know what, I do have to sacrifice my leanness and my defined little body for a period of time. But the beauty of it is we can go whatever end of the spectrum that we want. We can gain weight, we can lose weight, and if we do it right, we can do it with ease, and we're not going to mess up our bodies. And once you see yourself, I think, in both ways, in both different forms, you're gonna accept yourself a lot more, and you're gonna feel better about it, especially for women. I don't think men worry so much about that as women do. Yeah, women, girls, ladies. I know, I've been there. I think these type of supplements too are really great for those people with an ectomorph body who are naturally lean, or even endomorph who have a hard time putting on muscle. Those supplements, I think, are going to really help you in making progress in gaining weight and gaining muscle in the right areas. But remember, it's just doing everything correctly, understand your training, understand your diet, understand the supplements, educate yourself. You also want to learn. You don't want to just take a bunch of stuff and throw it in there and then just follow it. You actually, it's good to learn what you're doing as you're doing it. You're gonna just get so much greater success. Hopefully you guys found this supplement video very helpful, and I hope all three videos were helpful for you guys. And this concludes the Weight Gain for Beginners series. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you on the next video. Mwah.